Well, hello, friends. Welcome to our annual meeting commercial that George, our senior warden, and I are going to make for you. It's not going to be too snazzy and probably be longer than a minute, but we'll do our best. You want to say hi, George?
Hey everybody, it's good to see you, and thanks for not tuning us out and fast forwarding through our commercial.
We want to highlight for you some things that are coming up at our annual meeting. It's going to take place on Wednesday, January 26th, starting at 7 p.m. We'll be on Zoom, and the links should be in the Tower Talk. We'll also send those out via email on Monday and Tuesday, and just make sure you have them. But we hope you'll join us. We will record the meeting, so if you're not able to, you can check it out a little bit later. But we want to highlight a couple of things. First, we're going to start with looking back to 2021, which was really 2020 part two, the vengeance of COVID. If you're thinking about movies, but what a challenging year. Looking back and thinking about all the different ways we continued to do worship. In the beginning of the year, we were still doing radio church or parking lot church. We moved into the building around Easter and opened up all of our services. And we continued to do all kinds of varieties of different things that we did. George is going to highlight a couple of the things the vestry's been working on, and then I'm going to bring up some more in a minute.
So I think your vestry really tried to pivot from a year where it wasn't necessarily the normal programmatic things that we might have been working on, but really trying to make sure that that they provided the leadership to really maintain not only the status quo, but to help us grow in perhaps some new and innovative ways. We'll talk about some of those at the annual meeting, and you'll see them in your reports. I think the biggest two highlights, number one, we took on some new projects through the Kansas Leadership Center to be part of really a statewide effort to get out the COVID-19 vaccine. And that wasn't just the vestry. There were some other groups in the parish that were involved in that as well. And we made some real impacts in our community that were incredibly positive. And so I'm really proud of everyone who pitched in to that effort. And then the other sort of big highlight from 2021 is we actually finished the year with a significant budget surplus. We are going to end the year with about an $80,000 surplus, which is just amazing. And it's really a testament to each and every one of you. And so we'll be talking a lot about how that sets us up so well to enter into 2022. So just again, an amazing thank you. And we've got a lot of blessings like that to talk about at the annual meeting.
A couple of things just to think about that went on. I want to really thank our junior warden and his wife, the Hendricks, for all their work, for Bruce and Peggy, for all their work in the garden. They revisioned our Apostles Garden and other gardens, and we had an extremely successful fundraiser. And what we thought might be a multi-year project ended up all happening together in 1 year. And so I really want to shout out to them and thank them. And then each of the staff have prepared a little video that you're going to get to watch at the annual meeting, highlighting different parts of the work that they've done, everything that we did in our music program, to our summer camps, to some of the changes in the office with the new phone system, to all kinds of different things that we've took advantage of some of the space that we had, and sometimes when maybe we weren't quite as busy, to get things ready for us as we move into certainly busier time once the pandemic is in a different phase. I would also, I'm excited to let you know, and Barb and Kelly are going to talk about this, but they wrote a book last year, and at the end of the fall, it got picked up by a publisher. And so I'm going to let them announce that at the annual meeting. But I'm really excited for our staff members who have pulled something, and we'll be sharing more of that out into the community. I've also been involved in a hybrid ministry cohort, and so I've been appointed as a fellow for that and doing some writing and other work. And Dr. Ellswick, we will be giving a concert for the American Guild of Organists to show off our new organ later in the spring. So a lot of different things that have been happening this last year as St. Thomas moves and leads in the community. There's so many other things to mention, and please know this is not the final report. So if we didn't bring up all the other ministries that we've done, like the Afghan refugee ministry, or all our different outreach that we've done, or some other project that you've been involved in, please know we hope that there'll be space for that at the annual meeting, but we'll be talking about more of that. We're going to move a little bit into what's coming in 2022. George, you want to kick it off?
Sure. We're excited about what 2022 is going to bring for parish life. And, we have been in such sort of an emergency and crisis management stage for the better part of the last 2 years that we have to sort of teach ourselves how to get out of that mode of thinking and perhaps start to reimagine what church would be like. Some things have changed. We have some things that are new, some things that maybe aren't going to come back in exactly the same form, and all of that is exciting. So the vestry is going to undertake some significant strategic planning efforts as we start into 2022, and we're really excited to see how that goes forward. One of the great things that we're so excited about is that through, again, each of you with your generosity, we have a record number of pledges from our stewardship campaign for this year. We're at approximately $840,000 in pledges. And so as a vestry, we take the stewardship and responsibility for that money very seriously, but we're also excited because it's going to give us not only the solid foundation of the surplus, but now the added flexibility of such a great stewardship campaign to really do some visioning with that strategic planning process. And one of the areas we're really going to focus in on are digital ministries, and how do we consider looking at our staffing model and what are the strengths and what are the skill sets that we need and what are the personnel that we need so that we can really transform that digital ministry into something that lasts and something that continues to deliver value not only to our immediate parish family, but to those of us who we're making contact with outside of our immediate community. So we're really excited to talk about some of that, and we will continue to update you with those things as strategic planning takes place in 2022, but more to talk about when we have the annual meeting.
As many of you know, our bishop has undertaken a lot of work around creation care and are thinking about the environment. And I'm excited to let you know of a pending project that we actually have approved and is headed forward. We've received a very generous gift, memorial gift from one of our members. And St. Thomas will be getting a solar roof in the coming months. This will be on our parish hall and on our education wing. You won't really see it from the parking lot, but it will be a roof that will be able to provide about 90% of our electrical needs through the year. I know you're going to have a lot of questions, and I'm not going to be able to answer all of them in the midst of this, but it's a project that's completely paid for. And so that's going to really benefit us in all kinds of ways. It's kind of exciting to see something like that happen. It's not maybe something that we would have set aside right away to do, but I'm really excited about the potential for that. Obviously, it's a way of someone giving a perpetual gift, because that will impact us in terms of our budget and release us from some of our utility expenses that can be used for other things in the life of the community. The other thing is we've received another memorial for a bell to be added to the cross tower. And that bell is finally, because of COVID, a lot of things got delayed. It was ordered back in the spring, and it's actually arriving tomorrow, and then will be installed in the next month or so. And so we're really excited about some of that. There are other things that are happening in the life of the community as we continue to push forward into the next phase. And so I just hope that you'll make an effort to come and hear about all the different things that are going on. We have some great vestry candidates, and you'll see those in the email that was attached to this video. And we also have some convocation delegates or diocesan delegates as well, and other things to hear. So when you come to the annual meeting, you're going to have a chance to see all your friends online. We'll have a chance to hear the finances of last year and the projection for our budget for this year. We'll elect our vestry members and convocation and diocesan delegates. We'll also hear reports from some of the various ministries and other exciting things that are going on. And we promise to keep it under an hour. And we hope you'll make every effort to join us. So thanks so much for your attention and your time. And George, thanks for taking some time out of your day today.
Absolutely. Look forward to seeing everybody online at the annual meeting.
God bless and take care.